Hey everybody, let's take a look at the exclusive series this Porsche 935 from the production year 2019 is featured in, since it does have one. The car is featured in two series, basically the exclusive series and a single bonus series, as you can see here, Peak Porsche Performance. And of course, currently we have a limited series going on to, if you don't own this car, to win this car. And of course, to win it from this round of limited series, you do have to spend some 980 gold. And in order to unlock this exclusive series, you will have to spend maybe an additional 305 gold because you're gonna have to get suspension maxed out and you have to get the drivetrain maxed out, because those are the two categories that you don't necessarily have to max out in order to win this car. But if you want to 100% complete the bonus series, Peak Porsche Performance, you would need to get the suspension maxed out, and then you're only one upgrade away from entering into this exclusive series. So for those with the limited series win, you are 305 gold away from entering this, and if you have completed the bonus series, then you are 160 gold away from entering this series. And if you're wondering from what if you don't have any upgrades on, then the total upgrade cost is, of course, 1,285 gold to get this car fully maxed out. And if you need to know how much racing dollar it costs to get there, it's actually not too bad. It's just under 2 million. It's like 1,905,900 racing dollars. And let's see, the PR goes all the way up to 93.4. Base PR is 75.3, of course. And what else do you need to know? Yeah, so that's the rewards one. You know what? Let's hop into the series itself. And the total rewards from this exclusive series is 150 gold. Of course, that's what everybody's mostly interested in. So, and plus 250,000 racing dollars. But once again, if you have to keep track of your racing dollars, you probably are not ready for this series. You know what I mean? Because most of us have excess amount of racing dollars that we don't know what to do with. You kind of reach that point in your game at some point. So anyway, here's a breakdown of the rewards for the breakdown in 25% completion increment. And since this series has 20 tiers with the 3 time trial tiers, so that is 54 events total. So 51 trophy events and 3 time trials. So if you, in order to claim the first 25% completion, you basically need to get 14 events done. So that could be 13 gold trophies and a single time trial complete, or any combination, you know, like 11 gold trophies and 3 time trials. So as long as you get 14 completion, that would be worth 15 gold and 25,000 racing dollars for the 25% completion. And the 50% completion would need 27 events complete, basically halfway of 54, right? So that means if you're going from like left to right, tier by tier, you don't have to, because everything is unlocked when you enter exclusive series. But if you, just for the sake of organization, work your way from left to right, tier by tier, then that would mean 25 gold trophies and 2 time trials, because you'll be about halfway into the series, right? And then for 75% completion, you need 41 events complete. So that could be 38 gold trophies and 3 time trials, you know, or just 41 gold trophies. And that'll reward you, of course, 45 gold and 75,000 racing dollars, and 100% completion is pretty straightforward. And in terms of what's in this series, we got 5 autocrosses. First one in Tier 4 at the Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix circuit. And then second one, you'll find it in the Tier 9 at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. And then Tier 13 is where you'll find the third one, this one at Spa. And then fourth one is in Tier 18, this one at Berlin Formula E circuit. And then the last one is in the final tier at Mount Panorama. So those are the 5, one of the shorter events, autocrosses, right? And then, of course, every tier has a cup. So there are 17 cups in this series. 3 drag races. So the first one is going to be in Tier 4. If you need to know where it takes place, this one is at Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. The next one is going to be in Tier 8, taking place at Suzuka East. And the third one, the last drag race in this exclusive series, is in Tier 16 at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix. All right, so that's that. And then next category, we got eliminations. 4 eliminations. The series starts with one in Tier 1 at Berlin Formula E circuit. And then next time you see elimination, it's going to be in Tier 7. This one at Mazda Raceway or WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. And then next elimination you will see in Tier 11. This one at Silverstone National Circuit. And then the last one, you'll find it in Tier 19 at Daytona Motorcycle Course. On to the next category. Endurance. Endurance and elimination, they often get paired together. They're not far away from each other in a lot of these series, by the way. Interesting tidbit there. So, Tier 1, we got endurance at Hockenheim Grand Prix. So these, of course, depends on your bot that you're faced up against. You may have a different target distance. Some can be very easy. Some can be very, very difficult, right? And the second endurance, you'll find it in Tier 6, this one at Monza Road Course. And then the next time you see endurance at Tier 9, this one at Dubai National. And then the last endurance is going to be in Tier 18 at Dubai Oval. So those are your 4 endurance races. And head-to-head, there are 4 head-to-heads. First one in Tier 3 at Bugatti Circuit. These are all single lappers, by the way, as you can see here. And then Tier 6 is next time you see another head-to-head at Mount Panorama this time. Once again, as I mentioned, single tier or single lap head-to-head. And then Tier 12 is the third time you see head-to-head. This one at Red Bull Ring National Circuit, single lapper. And then the final one in Tier 16, taking place at Catalunya Club Circuit. Once again, as I said, single lapper. So those are the 4 head-to-heads. And there are also 4 hunters. Starting with Tier 3. We got, so these are obviously single lap. First one in Tier 3 at Suzuka West. Next one you'll see is going to be in Tier 12, taking place at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. And then the next one is just in Tier 14. This one at Brands Hatch. We only have Indy Circuit, of course. And then the last one is going to be in Tier 19 at Monza Junior Course. All right. And then another single lap event, Speed Record. There are 4 of those, starting with the Tier 2. We got the first one at Laguna Seca in Tier 2. And then next time you see another Speed Record, it's going to be in Tier 8. This one at Melbourne. And then tier 13 is the third integration of speed record, this one at Daytona Road Course. And the final speed record of this series, you'll find it in tier 17, taking place at Nurburgring Sprint Circuit. All right, and then speed snaps. There are 6 of them. Of course, speed snap, pretty quick event, so it's kind of nice to have a high number of quicker events, because that means you can win the completion rewards quicker, you know what I mean? With less number of servicing. So, starting with tier 2, we got first speed snap at Spa. The second one you see is in tier 7. This one at Catalunya Grand Prix. And then the third one is in tier 11. This one at Monza Junior Course. And then tier 14 is where you see the fourth one at Melbourne. So both Monza Junior and Melbourne, pretty easy ones to typically do. And the tier 17 is where you see the fifth one, taking place at the Porsche test track, long on-road circuit. And then the last speed snap takes place at Brands Hatch in tier 20. So there are 6 of those. And then, of course, 3 time trials, tier 5, tier 10, tier 15, right? So tier 5 is at Silverstone Grand Prix. Tier 10 is at Bugatti Circuit. And tier 15, the third time trial, is taking place at Hockenheim Grand Prix. All right, and in terms of Cup, tier 1, we got Dubai Grand Prix, just 2 laps. Followed by tier 2, Cup at Brands Hatch, 6 laps. So that's pretty short circuit. Tier 3, we got Porsche Test Track, short on-road circuit, 5 lapper. On to tier 4, we got Red Bull Ring National Circuit, another 6 lapper. So these are all pretty short circuit, except for maybe the first one, right? With the high lap counts, or higher lap counts. And tier 6, we got the Daytona Road Course, so that's a decent length, and we get 3 laps there. And then tier 7, we got Nurburgring Grand Prix, another 3-lapper Cup. So races beginning a little bit longer. And then tier 8, we got Mount Panorama, another 3-lapper. So I believe Nurburgring Grand Prix is slightly longer than the Daytona Road, and then Mount Panorama, I believe, is slightly longer than the Nurburgring. Yeah, it's kind of gradually getting longer. But then we see tier 9 Hockenheim National, which is a fairly short circuit, medium length, I should say, 5 laps. And then going on to tier 11, we got Cup at Catalunya National with the 8-lapper. So shorter circuit, higher lap count. The theme continues, right? And tier 12, we got Porsche Test Track, long on-road circuit, 6 laps. So that is, I mean, that's not the longest circuit, contrary to what the name suggests. Out of all the, like, let's say, full-length circuits, Porsche Test Track isn't necessarily a long one. But when you have 6 laps, that's gonna take a little bit of time. And more importantly, take out quite a bit of a good chunk of your service bars, if not all of them, right? Anyway, tier 13, we got the Cup at Laguna Seca, 7 laps, and that's kind of a medium length circuit, right? And tier 14, we got Silverstone National Cup. This one is going to be a 10-lapper. All right. And tier 16, we got Circuit of the Americas National Circuit Cup, 8 laps. So yeah, as I was saying, kind of a, high lap count, medium to short length circuits. And then tier 17, we finally get the proper circuit for this car. Le Mans 24-hour circuit. It's going to be a 3-lapper. So even when your car has double service bars for being fully upgraded, yeah, 3 laps around 24-hour circuit will wipe it out. All right, on to tier 18. We got Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix, 6 laps. So these are getting obviously kind of a, if you want to call it a feature length race. They are longer. Tier 19, we got Spa Cup, another 6 lapper. So out of the Grand Prix circuits, you know, Suzuka Grand Prix is one of the longest ones, and Spa, of course, is a pretty long one as well. And then the final cup is going to be at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, and it is going to be a whopping 10 lapper there. So there you go. So I think that pretty much covers what you need to know if you're considering fully upgrading this car to have access to this exclusive series. And I will be posting the playthrough of this series as well, so stay tuned for that. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.